Oh, wanna dance with somebody. I wanna feel the bow. Welcome back. It's your man, EddyEd
And it's your boy D for Dialogue. Welcome back to the Holy Duo channel, and this is our podcast. We are just two guys having a conversation. You know what I mean? We just look nice. That's all. We smell good too. We look like we smell good. We smell good too. We're just two guys having a conversation about different topics, right? We got some hot topics for you guys today. You know, one of them is we're going to talk about chivalry, and that will be a super fun topic for us to just have a conversation about. But before we get to all of that, man, how's your week been?
Oh, it's been pretty cool, man. A holy moment actually just happened today. I went to Guitar Center as I usually do. I like to go around the afternoon time, and play on the pianos, and that's kind of like my practice area because I don't have an actual keyboard in here. I want one actually. Like if somebody will get me a keyboard for my birthday, preferably Yamaha, bro, I will rock with that. I will be happy because I need one to practice. But I go to the practice, and today I went there to practice and play. Just as a routine thing that I do, just go there and just enjoy, right? Yeah. So I get there, and by the way, lately I've been meeting a lot of people over there, meeting a lot of people just that enjoy music, that play music, and from church folk, and I've gotten a lot of contacts over the weeks, bro. Nice. It's really crazy. It's like, I'm like, wow, this is actually happening. And so today, a holy moment is I met a couple guys actually today. One was a phenomenal, like he could play the piano like bro, this dude was just zooming, right? Because we played together and he was just following me. But he was adding riffs and stuff on them. I'm like, whoa.
Nice.
It was great. But the second guy that I met was older guy. Wow, this guy, bro, he does just about everything you can think about, man. And basically, he has like a band or whatever, and he's trying to get back into it and all that. And so he kind of invited me to come play, with him, which is pretty cool. But also, he was talking about, cause I told him what I do, and one of the things that I do is, we do the podcast, right? And I'm like, I do this podcast. And then at the end of our conversation, he was like, hey, let me know if you need some promotion too, because I do some promotion. Like I know, he knows a lot of people and like, industries and all that. So he was talking about if I need promotion to hit him up. And I got his contact, and we're probably going to be seeing each other soon and setting something up. So, man. So that's the holy moment for the week. The week has been pretty good, man.
To be transparent with people listening to us, I would love to freaking promote the channel, man. We're trying to grow. We're trying to spread. We're trying to talk about different things. You know what I mean? So it's a channel for anyone and everyone. If you have a conversation that you'd like us to touch on, DM us, put it in the comments. But at the end of the day, we are trying to grow. So that would be cool, man. That would be cool to meet him. To see what he's about.
Oh, yeah, and by the way, this is episode 36, guys. Episode 36.
Facts. Episode number 36. And that means we've been doing this for at least 36 weeks. Yeah, we're almost at a year. Almost at a year, man. My week has been fruitful. You know what I mean? I started playing some sports again. I've been trying to use...
I thought you was having babies or something. You said... I thought you was having babies over there.
I said fruitful, though. Is babies what you heard? We have some audio issues, guys. Sorry. I think people are hearing all kinds of bizarre things. It's been fruitful. I've been taking creatine a lot. Creatine. It's pretty interesting. It's not like a pump, right? It's not one of those pumps that they make like pre-workout stuff, but I don't know. I feel like I can feel some of the effects of it. It's like a kind of a long lasting, like stretched out energy type thing, and it's pretty cool. So I've been taking that, I've been using that. I'm excited to get back into the gym, right? I did a heavy 3 weeks of working out, and I was supposed to transition into hypertrophy type stuff, but I never got around to it because I started playing sports again. So I have to try to find the balance now. But that's fun, man. That's been my holy moment. It hasn't been a demonic moment this week. Yeah, nothing really. My weeks are just going. I guess if you want to say,
oh, sorry.
I guess if you want to say planning for like some kind of like a big event where a bunch of people are invited, you could say that's a negative demonic moment because it's kind of stressful to plan for stuff. You know what I mean?
Spending money in big boats, that don't sound good.
Yeah.
That don't sound good for your pockets.
All right. So
yeah.
But hey, man, it is what it is. People come to have fun. You know,
one demonic moment, real quick, is I went to my fighting gym and my coach wasn't there. Man, this dude, he don't care about time like my good co-host over here. They don't give a doggone about time, man. But he wasn't at the gym, but we still got in because we have a secret key that I'm not going to talk about. But yeah, we got in and everything. But yeah, usually he's not on time. Usually, so I've been dealing with a lot of people not being on time, bro. That's some demonic energy. That's some demonic energy.
It's
bro.
the world, man. It's the world.
Nah.
You know what I mean?
People these days, they don't value time.
Not everything is that serious. You know what I mean?
Bro, it's not even got to be that serious. It's just like, why can't people be on time these days, man? What's wrong with y'all mitochondria?
It's stressful. It's stressful.
Ahora le conyen. But yeah, that's demonic moment, but it worked out,
Hey, bro, look. We got some sweet topics for you guys today, man. Go ahead with your first question, man. What kind of, where is this where are you taking us in conversation today?
Hey, we're gonna go straight to the pits. Pits
of heck. Okay.
Yeah, pits to where that we don't want to go. So I mean, I remember last time we were talking about like if people born this way or that way. I'm not gonna specify what in that category because I don't want to get into it. But it led me to think of other possibilities of you being born a certain way, right? So I was thinking like, do you really think a person can be born evil? So is it possible not if it's possible, but do you think a person can be born evil? Like,
yeah, man. The Bible lays out many stories in that way. Like the first and big red flag example is Cain and Abel in the Bible. God warned the brother, like, hey, yo, like, you're about to do something real bad. Make sure you don't do it. And he still did it. He still did it. No matter how much he struggled to do it, if God is talking to you, telling you not to do something, yeah, you probably shouldn't do it. But he just still did it. So I think innately there are some people born with bad tendencies. It doesn't necessarily have to be some kind of trauma event that happened in their childhood or they were raised in a bad environment or something. They're just people with bad tendencies. Yeah, and life can do that to people. So, yeah, man. The way nature happens sometimes, the way the world is twisted. Man, people are born without limbs and eyes, and it's like, oh, they're just breathing. Like, they're not even living right now. They're blind, they're deaf. The only thing they can do is breathe. And it's like, do you let them die? And it's like, what the heck is that? So it's pretty bad. And I think it's bad enough to the point where some people are just born innately evil. Someone like the dude who killed millions of, I don't know if this is like a trigger point for the tubes. You know what I mean?
I think that my perspective is a little different, but similar.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't necessarily compare it to the physical developments of the body, like because yeah, of course, people are born without certain things, but I think when it comes to behavior and actions, a lot of that is development. So it takes time for that to develop in a person, right? So I think
Well, what if the kid, you can tell from a toddler age, the kid just likes to do mischievous things. Like they just like to break stuff and tempt you and push you and all of this stuff. They grow up
yeah,
that way. That's what I mean.
yeah. So even with that, right? He had to come out to do those actions, right? So it developed, whether it started when he was sucking on a bottle and couldn't move, but it had to develop. You know what I mean? So in that regard, I I would say, um, yeah, they could be, they could have those tendencies, but it has to develop into action. And so, do I think somebody could be born evil? I think they can be born with inclination to do more mischievous things, more sinister things, but it has to develop somehow. It's gonna take time to show its fruit. You know what I mean? So I wouldn't necessarily say like, um, that person has all these ideas of doing evil, but it develops in their subconscious or conscious, whatever you will, whichever one you think. But yeah, it takes time to form. That's what I'm saying. It takes time to form, and and,
If a
and so I think that
child,
and so I think
if
that
a
happens outside the womb when they come out.
if a baby can't kill someone, how can you tell it's evil?
You can't.
But what if it is?
It's really no way to tell. I mean, what you want to do, a brain scan?
Well,
If
no,
we have,
your question is, can someone be born evil?
hmm
So in your eyes, evil develops, right? So they can't be born evil. That's what you're saying. You're saying they're born with different temptations and inclinations to do evil.
yeah. So to answer my own question, I don't think people can be born evil, like come out, like do you ever see like I seen this one scare tactics thing where this midget baby came out and he was like he had devil horns or whatever. You know what I mean? So, um, no, I don't think babies can come out like that naturally. Um,
So then what
yeah,
was that question trying to ask? If
it's it's
yeah,
it's just a thought, like conversation about it. Let's could do you think someone can be born evil? You know what I mean? That's all.
I think based on the things that certain people do, I think very rarely, but I think some people are just straight up born like messed up. Like just messed up, raised in great homes, cuz you're talking about developed that way. Raised, I'm saying they didn't develop that way. Their surroundings was peaceful, was stable, families, people married, people talk about good stuff all the time. They're just raised in great environments. So there's no way for them to develop evil, right? But then these
Uh,
people, you don't think someone like that exists?
no, I don't think that that environment is the total result.
Influence?
Yeah, it's not the total influence, bro. Like,
Okay, what is?
yeah, so I
What are
don't know
some
what
other
is.
influences?
So to what you're saying, right?
Mm-hmm.
There, the person that you're saying is evil, right? Or is messed up, but his environment is great and healthy. That's an inward thing, and definitely, well, not now we're going into the spiritual things, right?
No, no, no,
Uh,
no. But you're saying develop. that person, like evil people, when they're babies, they develop
Yeah,
into being evil people. So what is happening to make them develop that way?
and that's a good question for us to kind of make a little clearer. So when I say develop, it doesn't necessarily mean learning around your environment. It just means over time something is developing. So whether that's mentally, subconsciously, or whatever, it's something forming in you because you you just can't do something without either it's in your subconscious or your conscious. Like something has to be there for you to do something. Your body's just not gonna twitch unless you're dead or something like that, right? So that's what I mean when I say develop, not necessarily looking around at examples of killing people or at examples of doing mischief. It could just be a development where over time, just something just knocks off. But then of course, seeing things and absorbing your environment, that is gonna take some kind of effect. But to what you're saying in particular about them being in a healthy environment or whatever, it could be the little kid either saw something before or whatever, and just that idea of or picture of what they saw translated in their mind a different way, and something developed there to where now or it could be an emotion that was out of whack. I don't know, but what I'm saying is that its development has to happen. You know what I mean? In order for the kid to get to that stage.
To get to like a murderous state or something?
We can go there or whatever level, but I
Evil?
think yeah. Does that make sense?
Um,
Listeners out there, if you guys have any comments about that, drop it down. We'd love to hear what you guys think about this. But yeah,
yeah.
that's what I meant.
Yeah, and in my perspective is a little bit different. I also think that there are some people who get a feeling of pleasure and satisfaction when they do evil. You know what I mean? So you're talking about like some thought being implanted there and developing over time. I'm talking about since they were babies, whenever they do something evil and they get a bad reaction from people, like if they were to bite the mom's breast, if the mom was breastfeeding them, and the reaction they get is a painful reaction, and the babies love it. Like they love the tendency of satisfaction comes from doing bad stuff to people. So I'm saying like from kids, some people can develop in that way, and then
Yeah,
it's
and that would be a form of development. That'll be a sign of something's developing there, and
Yeah.
and that's what I mean as well. It can happen that way.
Yeah.
There's many
Yeah.
different ways it could happen, but what I'm just saying in general is that something is developing. It's turning into something. 'Cause
Yeah.
it has to have a start. And I think the start is when they come out of the belly. I don't think the start is in the belly because it's nothing. You know what I mean? Like, it's
And I'm saying it
nothing.
could be. I'm saying
You
it
say,
could
oh,
be.
so you, huh?
I'm saying all the DNA for making up that person, right, is when the egg and the sperm come together, when they combine, and then the baby starts developing. From that single moment, that person is in a non fully developed human form, but all their genes and DNA they've come together. Everything is already written for that person. The moment the sperm and egg come together, and they trade, genes and stuff, that person's life is written. How their tendencies, what they pull in, and all of that stuff is written. So I guess you could say it starts at that point. At least for me, that's where I believe it.
Well,
Because
I mean,
think about this. Because think about this. You'll hear certain mothers who are like, "Oh, my baby kicks a lot at night. Oh, when I lay on this side of the bed, my baby kicks a lot." So they're developing tendencies even in the womb, and I think it starts at the inception.
well, at that point, I mean, that just could be uncomfortability inside the belly for the baby. The baby's kicking around trying to get comfortable. It could be a lot of variables.
Why
to
don't
that,
you
but,
suck it up?
Tell the, all right, the baby going. But to your point, dang, I think I forgot what I was gonna say. So you're saying that
Hold on one second. My mom is calling me.
um What I was
Yeah.
gonna say is because we're both believers, guys, and you know we know that God creates. You know He knit you in your mother's womb. He knew you before you even born, and all that good stuff, right? And
Mm-hmm.
so that's in there, but we don't know who you are before you're born, and all that good stuff.
Yeah.
But so where I'm coming from is, um, what D was saying is like the biblical aspect to it. But like I said, we don't know, you know, who the baby's gonna be or whatever. So it makes sense what he's saying, right?
Mm-hmm.
But even then, those things have to develop on the outside when they come out. It might be in you, but it has to develop into that. That's all I'm
Yeah.
saying.
Yeah. This conversation could go down a really deep route because then you could begin to say, can an evil person do good deeds?
Yeah. So,
Yeah, I mean,
but to make my point a little bit crispy, back on the dot. I don't know if you're gonna. I don't because okay, biblically, we're no one's good. We all come out sinful, right?
right, right,
But
right, right.
not we're not necessarily. Well, I don't want to get to the biblical side of things because that's gonna.
Yeah, you didn't think it was that deep of a thing when you thought about it, did you?
No, I knew it was deep, but I didn't want to go to that side of things. I just wanted to keep it surface.
Yeah,
But
okay, 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 okay.
but you made the point. So now I'm trying to. But yeah, let's keep it right there on my points because I gotta bring in other things if I want to say what I want to say, and I don't want to go.
Yeah, man. Open your Bible, brother, to Psalm 27. Okay, my question.
Hey, I like how you did a little bit of singing. Song team, those.
Hey man, look. I got that saucy topic for us today, right? Put some salt on there. Are chivalry things that men do? Are those manners? Are those manners?
Ooh,
Are those
baby.
manners that only men are supposed to learn and women can't learn? Or is it something else? What do you think chivalry is? Because there's been a lot of talk about chivalry, and I'm just like, do people even know what they're talking about?
Ooh, baby, I like it with you. Oh shoot! Touch me, my darling.
Hey, chill. Hey, come on, man. I'm gonna have to cut all this out, man.
Nah, leave it on in. Leave it on in, man. Leave it
Daggone
on
it.
in there. Okay, um, so the question was, do I think what is chivalry?
Yeah. What is chivalry?
That's an excellent question, man. Cause like we kind of touched on it before. A lot of people think chivalry is just for relationships.
Yeah, yeah,
You know,
yeah.
there's just your section of people that think chivalry is for relationships, and there's a section of people that think chivalry is a general thing. For elders, for all types of people, but specifically women, people,
Mm-hmm.
right? For the ladies, is tuned in for the hey, is chivalry for also the guys? What do you think about that?
Mm. Why do you
Would
have to
you
ask
would
it
you
so hard, man?
would you consider there to be chivalry for guys? And if so, what kind of chivalry would that be?
Hold on, man. Let me recover. The way you asked me that question so hard and so quick, it's like, hold on. Give me a second to get a breather.
Yeah, because I just thought about like, hold on. If chivalry, because I'm not gonna say my definition yet, but if chivalry is that to me, then couldn't ladies do something like that? But I'm just curious to what your thoughts are.
So you're asking me what are
What
what
is
are
ladies' version of chivalry, if there
mm,
is such a thing?
so you basically ask me the question. See, chivalry doesn't apply to ladies for me because chivalry is a man's chivalry encapsulates part of how a man interacts with society. If a man is a man in his own personal space, of course, when he comes out into society and portrays or exudes that level of manness or masculinity in that way, people see it as chivalrous, right? So chivalry doesn't describe a man. It's a snippet of a man who's like a strong masculine, a man's man, a man who's leveling up, blah blah blah. It's a snippet of how he's interacting with society, right? Because when he has to go home and deal with his personal problems, his lady talking crazy, his mom saying crazy stuff, his in-laws saying crazy stuff, her in-laws saying crazy stuff, like he's got to go home and deal with all that. But you don't see how he deals with that. You only see how he opened the door for his lady. He pushed the cart in the thing. You know what I mean? He's always holding her from the street. You know, holding her hand, making sure that there are no cars coming before they cross the street. You know what I mean? Like, that's what we see in society of men doing to be chivalrous. You know, an old lady crossing the street and he goes and, you know, helps her cross the street, stops the cars. Hey, you stop right there, man. And he helps her cross the street. So that's what we see as chivalrous. And guys, remember, this is just a conversation. We're not claiming to be experts or anything, but that's what chivalry is. And I think that chivalry is just a snippet of how a man is. Okay. What do you think? So your question is, how do ladies display acts of chivalry?
Yep.
I think their acts of chivalry come from a different place, because how can you open the door for your man if he's the one who's protecting you? You know what I mean? He's opening the door for you because, first of all, he wants to serve. He's a leader, right? He's a leader. He knows he's the man over the woman or whatever. But he doesn't want to exercise that authority over her all the time. So how does he humble himself? He opens the door for her. He protects her from cars coming. He watches out for her in that way. So then what does a lady chivalry look like?
Sorry to interrupt. How do you spell chivalry again?
CHIVALRY.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to look up the definition after, so I can say it after you get done with your point. But it's taking me to a whole different, like, it's taking me to like medieval stuff.
I think a lady's quote on. I don't think chivalry really exists for ladies. But if we're gonna ask that question, how do ladies play in this dance? I think her chivalry is a dance with his chivalry. Does that make sense? This dude can't focus on two things at the same time.
Say that one more time.
This whole time I've been talking to myself.
I heard you. But okay. This particular thing I missed.
I think chivalry, what it looks like for the ladies, I don't think chivalry really exists for ladies. But if we were to ask that question of how do they play in this back and forth that men are doing for them, I think their role in chivalry has to do with going back and forth with the guy and what he does. All right. So for example, I'm not telling ladies to do this or this is what it looks like for them, but this is what I think it looks like. If he opens the car door for you, you know what I mean? When you get out, wait for him. You know what I mean? Wait for him to come and hold your hand. It's like being the sweet to the heart. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like
okay. I see what you mean.
He's leading and she's egging on his leadership.
Yeah, okay. That's a nice one.
Yeah. It's a sweet way to move along with the dance, so that he's like, okay, she's allowing me to lead her because I can lead. She's allowing me to lead. And then she follows right along. And it's nice. It's a nice dance between the two because she gets to look all girly and nice and pretty. And then you get to lead her in the way. That's exactly how dancing works.
I was more so thinking, because with this question that I asked you, I was more thinking that ladies could show chivalry or whatever, be chivalrous by other acts. Like men do acts and then they do acts of womanly things like cause
One
when
one could be, and I've heard this, right? But not all women do this. When he opens the door for you to sit in your car, you sit in your car, and what you do is you go and you open his door. You reach over and you open his door and you push it out for him to grab it. That's something I've heard. That
I would
some
like
ladies.
I would like for her to do that in an emergency, like like if I need to get in a car quick or something like that. And she
Okay,
opens the
so
door.
what are some of your examples of women being
Yeah,
chivalrous
so
then?
getting back to my thing, right? I was more so thinking like, what if this is ladies' acts of chivalry when she cooks for you, when she cooks you, your breakfast. You don't ask her to. You don't ask her. You don't gotta ask her to. Hey, baby, can I have breakfast? It's
That's
already cooked. It's already
true.
made. She was thinking about you.
Because she can also come and open his door, but he does it for her, right?
He does
But then
what for her?
someone could say, well, he can go and cook his own meals. And I'm like, okay, she can come and open the door for him. You know what I'm saying? Like,
She's your queen to be. I mean,
yeah. If a dude cares for a girl and a girl cares for a dude, she wouldn't have a problem cooking for him. You know what I mean? But
oh
someone
yeah, baby.
you know, someone might be like, oh, why doesn't he cook? That I don't think that's chivalry for women, you know?
Yeah, so my ideas of how ladies could probably be chivalrous, if that's the thing,
Yeah.
cook you a good meal, right?
Okay.
Clean up the spot, clean up the kitchen, do the dishes, right? You see what
Okay.
I'm saying?
Okay.
You know, stuff that is womanly, I guess you could say.
So you don't think the chivalry for women exists in the public eye? Because when we're named, you don't think so?
But see, then what is the exact definition that I was trying to look up? I don't because to be honest, I don't know the definition that they give here, but I just know the ideas. I know what actions are chivalrous. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
But I don't know
yeah,
what
yeah.
the actual definition of that is, so I can't. That's why I can't even think of what the ladies' side is, except for the ideas of how women act. See
Okay.
what I'm saying? Yeah, so
Yeah.
that's what I'm going. That's what I'm going based off of, guys. Like we said, we're not professionals. We just
Yeah,
have a
because
conversation.
chivalry isn't for women. Chivalry was developed for
Yeah,
the
knights.
institution of for the medieval Christian institution of
Yeah.
knighthood.
Yeah, knighthood
know,
and all that. Yeah,
Knights and gentlemen's behavior were governed by chivalrous social codes. So this was a
Yeah.
cultural thing that
you
they
done stole
did.
my definition. You done jumped me.
You understand me?
Look at this
but,
guy. Right?
But it's moved from culture to culture, culture to culture, and it can still be demonstrated today because, like I always say, these start with Christendom. Like the man masculineness, it starts in Christianity. That's where you really learn how to be a man's man. You know what I mean? And obviously chivalry started kind of there because it makes sense. If you are the protector, the head of your wife, watching over this lady, you want to be chivalrous and do these acts of servant leadership to show her that you're not some dictator over her head. You know what I mean? And that's where it comes from, I think.
And D had to say a word that start with D. You know what I mean? He had to say a word that start with D, and it's very similar to one of his favorite words. But chivalry is they say here's a social code.
Yeah.
A social code.
Yeah.
And
you must abide by it.
Yeah, man. And
Yeah.
the social code is the men do the nitty gritty.
Yeah. Yeah. You could almost say chivalry is a romantic way of playing out masculinity for the woman to feel comfortable and enjoy herself.
Órale, coñen. Despacio.
Rewind. You know, this is a rap battle. You know what I mean? What's his name?
You talking about DMX or something? You talking about
hey,
better rapper?
chill, hey,
Hitman
chill,
Holla?
Hitman Holla, man.
I know.
Rewind, take that back.
Hey, man, you really a pencil, because I took you out of the sharpener and laid you down and took out all your credentials. You fell asleep, but you was really dead because you got popped with that lead in your head. Come on, son. Don't tell me,
son.
Come on. Anyway, guys.
Yeah, we don't talk about ladies on here. All we do is say, you know what I mean? Don't play with us. You know what I mean? That was manly, man. That was manly. That's right. That's right. Somebody touch your lady, that's what you gonna do to them. You know
Knuckle
what I mean?
up.
Knuckle
Every time.
up, ninja.
Every time. So I wanted to ask this, right? Since we kind of gave our ideas on what ladies and what men do.
Yeah.
Have you put this to practice? Have you done this for your lady? Open the door, tell her that she's beautiful. Close the door, open the pull out the chair, whatever. Like, have you practiced any of these actions?
So see, that's what I kind of want to. So after reading the definition and seeing where it's coming from, my understanding and definition of chivalry is a masculine way of romantically interacting with your lady. And you do have to put it in play. I have to put it in play all the time. Now, you ask, have I before? Yes, there was a time where we went to a grocery store, Publix. I went over and opened her door. Now, there was a car parked right next to ours, right? Opened her door. We were walking away. All I heard was, oh, he opened the door for his lady. And I think he ran over on his passenger side and like kind of played along and opened the door for whomever was sitting over there. I think that was a dude sitting over there. So they were making fun of me for acting chivalrous towards my lady.
Berta. What the?
Huh? So, hey, lady, good luck dating this guy, right? He has no level of respect for you when you're in public, so much so that he's going to act in servant leadership towards you in that way, making you feel making you feel valuable, ladylike, pretty, like he's taking care of me in public. Look at this. Yeah, we'd like to do that because it shows a level of servantship to the leadership that you ladies bring us. So if you're dating this guy and he doesn't give a crap about you when you go to public, he doesn't really even look out for you in the streets. He doesn't put you on the inside of a sidewalk because, not like you're weak or anything. Huh? What happened?
Oh, shoot. It's just the way you said inside of a sidewalk.
Yeah, the inside part of a sidewalk, right? So you're not on the street side. You know what I mean? Like, if he's not doing that for you, it's not that you can't take care of yourself. You are being taken care of by someone and you love it. You love to see it. And he's not doing it. So that's the guy you want to stay away from because he's not practicing his masculinity in his leadership, in being romantic with you in that way. He doesn't really know how to interact with the lady fully. So that's what I think about that. That's what I do. I do it.
And okay, yeah. So D shows actions in that way. And before I answer it, I just want to ask you one more thing about it. Do you think it's a thing that the ladies need?
Yes. Oh Lord, bro, we are only gonna get to talk about two things today. I think the ladies need that from men because those are some of the things that they love to see in a man that causes them to want to be more soft towards you because they know you're not protecting them because they can't do it. They could do it to a certain extent, but they know you want to do it for them willingly without them asking you to. That's what comes with being with you. They love to see it, and I think it causes some level of intimacy between you two also. Now, granted, you can't be doing this for every lady, right? Only the ladies that you date, and I assume that us men are out here picking quality women who want us to exercise our masculinity in this way towards them romantically. So I assume that we're picking these women out here, right? So these are things that we're telling men. These are some of the things that this is what it looks like to be chivalrous. I think dudes get made fun of for being chivalrous out there, but the ladies love to see it. They're like, we love to see it.
Yeah, D. So tell us. So D, tell us how you feel when you do these chivalrous acts.
Me?
Yeah, how do you feel when you
I
open the
feel as
door?
though I am playing a role that makes sense between me and my lady. A role that allows her to feel a certain level of way, a certain level of good. When I'm playing that role, she likes that, and it makes sense for me to play that role. As a protector, it makes sense for me to play that role. And when I play that role, I feel good knowing that I am acting in such a way that is good to act in. You know, we all have to pick somehow to act. We have to pick a way to act. You know, we could either sag or we could pull our shorts all the way up. We can show a lot of skin. We can cover all the way up. We all have to pick a way to act. And I'm
And real quick,
picking
oh, sorry, so finish your point.
and I'm picking a chivalrous manner in which I interact with my lady in public because I believe that to be good. So I feel good when I do it.
And I remember the days I used to sag. Very risky time. It was when I was younger, 8, 9, 10. Very risky because, your cheeks are exposed almost.
Yeah,
So,
bro.
yep, if somebody wanted to fool around, they can get you. You know what I mean?
I
So,
actually tried sagging once and I couldn't. I was
oh,
like,
that's
wait,
hilarious.
can't they see my underwear? Like, can't.
Of course, but you had that. Oh, but see, some people don't know how to do it right because some people wear like short shirts. If you wanted to sag without showing your cheeks, you gotta wear them big shirts. You gotta wear a shirt size that's
Bro, but
oversized
dudes
shirt.
weren't wearing that. They weren't wearing that, bro.
Where in my section they were wearing big shirts. I don't know
Oh,
where else.
man.
I don't know where they weren't doing. Where they started wearing short shirts later on, but when it was hot and big around the time that it was, and when we were doing it, everybody wore oversized shirts. If you got caught with your
Yeah.
cheeks out, you got called out. But now it's turned to like they wearing the short shirts where you can see their boxers all the time.
Yeah,
And that's
man.
you gotta relax with that. That's out of range, out of pocket. But
Bro, either way, man, sagging is just weird.
yeah, I don't like sagging.
Yeah.
And I never liked sagging back in the day either. I just did it because
Yeah.
everybody else was doing it.
Everyone
It
was doing it, yeah.
Yeah, I had to fit in, with the style, because I thought that's what the girls liked. So I did
Yeah.
what I thought the girls liked and what everybody else did to
Mm-hmm.
try to be that guy that they wanted to get.
Guy.
But, that's what you do as a youngster. But anyway,
Yeah.
do I practice chivalry? Yes, I do, 100%, man, because I like being the man that I need to be for my
Okay.
lady, and so you definitely want to show her that you are gonna be that manly man, the protector, the one that's gonna, it shows that you care about her. It shows that you're thinking of her. It shows that you're there for her. You know what I mean?
Facts.
Like you're not just a body, just with her, but you're gonna do things
Exclusively.
exclusively, physically for her.
No one else gets it. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I do that. I practice that, and I enjoy doing it. And just to your point, I've gotten a couple. Oh, that's cute, from people that see me open the door for her.
When you go to restaurants and stuff.
When we were leaving a restaurant
Yeah.
one time, and I opened the door for her to get in the car, and then this one lady saw, this older lady saw us. She was like, "Oh, that's cute. Keep it up, keep it up."
Yeah.
And I was like, "Oh wow, that's interesting." And then
Yeah.
just like you, I went to Publix, and these other guys were snickering. I'm pretty sure they were like, "Man, what is the guy doing? Open the door for his lady." Well,
What did your lady say when these guys? Did you tell her that you felt they were snickering?
I did. I don't remember what she said. I think I don't remember what she said. I don't think she said.
You gotta
much
remember
of
these
anything.
things, man.
I don't think she said much of anything actually.
Okay.
She just like smiled it off, whatever. But she didn't give a doggone.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yes.
So then I gotta ask you your question. How do you think ladies feel about you doing? Your lady feels about you doing this.
Oh, she definitely feels she feels special. She
Really?
likes that. Yeah, she likes that masculine energy. She likes it. She likes it.
Yeah.
As she smiles, she's like, "Yay!" It just make her.
Yeah, I
She
can't.
turned into a princess with it.
I can't imagine if someone always came to open your door for you. It's like you're going to a rich restaurant who has that have valet parking, and they just come and open your door for you. Even as the dude, think about being in that position where someone is just always coming to open your door. You would love it. You'd love to see it. So do it for your lady. If she means that much to you. If not, well, I guess you got to find a different lady, or you're not worth it. Oh shoot. Okay, we're getting somewhere else, man. Hit us with your next question if we have time.
Yeah, man. We got time. We got time for sure. And
okay,
guys, drop your thoughts in the comments, man. If you guys like this, man, hey, drop it down, smash the like button, all that good stuff, man.
Oh yeah.
But moving forward to something that I guess everybody has thought about at one point or has done in some capacity, I think, is like basically letting someone win an argument even if you know they're wrong, just because probably you didn't want to spend that much time talking about whatever you guys were talking about, or you guys weren't interested, or you weren't interested in the conversation, or you just know that person is very argumentative and they just won't let it go, so it's just gonna take forever. It could be a multitude of variations of reasons why you let them win the argument. But did you ever let somebody just win an argument, or just stop arguing with them because you just wanted them to? So did you ever let somebody win an argument even though you knew that they were wrong about what they're saying?
Absolutely. As guys, right, we value our peace of mind. But there are guys out here who don't seem to understand how important to have your peace of mind. Now, if you're going back and forth with another Duke about some points and stuff, of course, that's a conversation. It may seem a little bit more aggressive to Dukes and ladies who aren't used to it, but we're just getting our points across in a more higher energy place. So that begs the question, well, what do you do then when it comes to the lady? Well, I have practiced that, and I believe both parties have to practice that. Both the man and the woman have to practice that. But I can only speak for the man, right? There are some arguments and conversations that if the person doesn't understand or take your point into consideration or change their mind to your point, it doesn't mean anything. Say bananas are yellow. Yeah, everyone knows that. But then your lady's like, no, bananas are bananas. What? Bananas are orange. Okay. To some people, it's like, okay, hold on. We gotta straighten this out, right? But if you want your peace of mind after having back and forth for like maybe or 2 or 3 more times, you're like, you just gotta let it go, man. You just gotta keep your peace. There's no point in making this person believe that bananas are the color of orange. It doesn't do anything for you. So dudes got to be more, they got to become more aware of, if the person doesn't believe what I'm saying, is our life going to be better? Am I going to have a harder time with life? Like, what is this negativity that is going to happen that this person needs to change their mind? So that's what I think about that. There's a lot of things that you just got to let go. But then the things that you're like, okay, no, that's when you take a stand, they're like, oh, shoot, he's serious. But anyway, that's what I think.
Yeah, and have I? Yes, I have. Because there's certain, like he was saying, there's levels of importance to different arguments, conversations. If it's something like serious, okay, we might need to stick with it. But if it's something not too serious, I might let you have it if I don't have no time, man. I might let you just take it. And
if you have time, you're not gonna let him take it. Then you're gonna go back
of
and
course.
forth with him.
Of course, if I have time, I'm gonna play the game, and I have done that plenty of times with my cousins. I got a cousin that.
But we're talking about your lady. No. This is between you and your lady, not your cousin.
No, I was talking about just in general.
Oh, of course, man. You don't have time for everyone out there.
Yeah. I was talking just in general. I wasn't specifying it to your lady. Oh, with the lady thing, I didn't want to get there, but let's keep it in general. Let's keep it in general. In general, yeah. If it's nothing serious, I'm just gonna let it go, you know. But if it's something important and if it's something serious, we're gonna have to stay and really hash it out. Now,
Do we not
say
have?
they,
Uh huh.
excuse me, say they, oh, burping's coming up, but say that say well, I lost my train of thought. Say
Were you gonna give a scenario?
I think I was.
Okay.
Aaron, the thought left. You can go ahead.
The thought left. Um. So I was asking. I want to go into the lady part. I was asking, do we not have time to go into you between you and your lady? Because everyone cares about relationships here. You know, I do.
No, it's not
I
that.
want to know about the relationship.
It's not
part.
that we. It's not that we don't have time, but I just didn't want to hit it. You know what I mean? But this
Oh, let's
this
hit it,
this
man. Let's hit it,
this
man.
guy want to get us in trouble, man.
I want to talk about it. I want to talk.
He
about
want to get us in trouble. That's what he want us to do, man.
how? What
Okay.
trouble?
Okay, I don't know,
Yeah. I
man.
mean, do you pick and choose your battles, or like what do you do here, man?
Yeah, I think everybody pick and choose their battles.
No, but you
But
said okay.
no. Hold on. What I say?
No, you said initially, right? You were talking about the general
Yes.
public. So spending
Yes.
your time arguing people, you know, of course, none of us want to spend our time talking about stuff with everyone. But when it comes to the ladies, how do you argue about everything? Does everything have to be your way?
Nah, and do arguments have to do arguments mean that you want to have it your way?
Usually arguments are because the other person isn't understanding your way. One person usually thinks the other person isn't understanding their way.
So would you say it's more of getting understanding or more of winning the argument? What would you say about that?
Well, once they understand you, now you have to think about what they're saying. Because here's the
Well,
catch. If they don't understand you, then whatever they say doesn't make sense to what your point is, right?
okay.
But once you're like, oh, they understand the situation that I'm explaining to them. They understand how I feel. Now I have to pay attention to everything else that they're saying because I know that they understand where I'm coming from.
But must they agree with you?
That's the thing. That's what I'm asking you. Must your lady agree with you?
Because there are arguers that just want to get understanding, and there are
Right.
arguers that want to win everything.
What
Right.
about you? What are you like?
I think I'm more of the understanding one because I know that everybody's not going to agree with what I want to say. Even your lady, you know, are not going to agree. So I'm not more of the agreement part. Depending on the conversation, I'm more of the do you understand what I'm saying?
Okay. Okay. So then at what point in that conversation, right, do you say, you know what, let me let it go? Have you ever had to do that before between you and your lady?
No.
Have you ever had to do it in the past between you and your lady in a lady in the past that you may have dated?
Nope.
So you're saying basically that you always get your point across 100%.
Well, I'm saying that arguments aren't a frequent thing.
Right. So that means that you got to let some things go. If it doesn't get to an argument, you have to have practice letting things go, not to get to that point.
Not all the time. Not necessarily.
Yeah, you pick and
Like,
choose, right?
no, because not like there's not a lot of situations where things will almost get into an argument. You know what I mean?
All right. It
From
sounds
what you
like
just
we
said,
got
from what
to.
you just, yeah, nah. From what you just said, it sounds like you know it's a build up to almost the argument, but you just let it go. But not necessarily.
We got to revisit this question. We got to revisit this question in 10 years because, You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, in 10 years, it'd be more data. It'd be more data.
Yeah. Let's get some marriage years under our belt and revisit this question, because I feel like that's a really good question to jump into, because at that point we would have had much experience with that. Do we have enough time for 100%. One more question?
One more question? One more question? We don't have time for one more question.
Okay.
Actually.
But we do have time for our next segment, which is our interactive segment, right? We got to change it up on you guys. So if you made it this far, congratulations. Thank you for listening to us. We appreciate your audience. You know what I mean? At least we provided you some level of value for you to get to this point. But then this last segment, right? We decided to change it up. We decided to ask each other, and potentially you, if you hear this question and you want to put your answer down in the comments, please do. We read these, we reply to them. So have fun with your answer and we will reply back to you. But if your family was starving, would you steal to provide?
Yes.
Oh, Lord.
Yep.
You're not going to change your answer?
Wait. So in the scenario, are we all like, in the scenario, are they useless? Meaning as in, hold on, wait, whoa, let me not use useless. That's
I hear what you mean in terms of like working. Like, are they able to work?
Yeah. Are they able to work? You know, are they poor or am I poor? You know what I mean? Because if I'm not poor, I'm not gonna go steal. If I'm not poor,
say to your wife, and you guys have 5 children. None of them are old enough to work, and your wife has got to stay home and take care of the children.
So in this scenario, we're poor.
Yeah.
What are you saying?
Broke.
We're broke. Okay, this is different because I was thinking more like a third world situation, but this is, a situation where we're established.
It exists everywhere.
No, I wouldn't steal. I wouldn't steal in that situation. I would call for help. I'll call.
You have no one. First of all, you're broke because there's no one to help you. So who are you going to call now?
Well, let's just say in that situation, I didn't want to call for help because of maybe embarrassment or whatever it may be.
No. I'm giving you the scenario.
So look what D. Y'all see what D want to do? D want to trap you into the corner where you can't really go anywhere.
Because
but
I'm trying to ask a specific question and you try to wiggle out of it. Like, nah.
Bro, he wants you to die, bro. He wants you to
stay
die
right there. Right there. Stay in the fire.
I hate his questions, man. Okay, so what's the full scenario, bro?
The full scenario is you don't got any family to help you. You're by yourself. You, your wife, your children. Your family is not coming to help you. You guys are broke.
Okay.
What are you going to do? Are you going to steal?
No, I'm going to... Did y'all hear how happy he sounded? He was like, okay, I'm going to block him in this box. Okay, he's going to have to steal. Are you going to steal? Like, why'd you get so excited about...
Because it's good to trap yourself in these scenarios, but it's better to trap someone else in it.
He was too happy about this, man. Was D born evil? Was D born evil, guys?
Hey, come on, man. Come on. Hey,
okay,
chill.
Okay.
Not that evil.
I would ask somebody for help. A random person. Ha.
Bro, you're obviously broke because ain't nobody gonna help you. How many other random people are you gonna approach, man? Your family's dying.
Yo, you see what D doing? What? He's trying to take away all, bro. He's trying to make me say I'm gonna steal, bro.
If you're gonna approach random people, then your family's gonna die.
Why?
Right? Because how many random people are gonna give you $100 to go buy food? Probably $1. Here,
Hey, as much I can get.
go. Your family's gonna die, bro.
Now wait. So now my family is on the brink of death. How much time
Slowly.
do I have?
If you guys are broke and you're starving, I said if your family was starving, would you steal for food?
Yes. Well, no. I wasn't saying yes to steal, but I would like I said, I would ask for help from people, bro. I would ask around.
So
First.
you're just gonna let your family die slowly,
Nah.
slowly.
Well, we're already down slowly before I make a decision, right? But no, first, okay, to be serious, first I would ask people around first. I would definitely do that first. I would try what I can try before stealing. Now, at a last resort, I most definitely like if nobody's let's say nobody's helping, or no options are working, then we're gonna have to take something. But first option is not to steal.
Yeah, I think I would take stealing off the table completely. I would just go out and try to find work.
Your family's dead, bro. Your family's
mean?
really dead, bro.
No, what do you mean?
Go find work.
Yeah.
You know how long that's gonna take? You don't got no energy. You're dead.
I don't care. I'll die. At least I died trying to do something for my family. I'm gonna walk into a McDonald's and ask for work, man.
Mission failed, bro.
No, you see what you're trying to do? You're just trying to tell me I failed. You're not even giving me a scenario or something. You just said, nope, you're dead.
Nah, cause look, but I'm going off with yours too. Like you said, your family's already starving, right? So how longer could they wait? Cause getting a job, that's gonna take many days, and then bro.
What? So you thought I meant in the moment?
Yeah.
So in the moment, my family's gonna die in like an hour if I don't find something? Is that what you're trying to ask?
No, not in the moment like that, but about time you get a job.
Hold on 1 second. I'm getting another call, bro. Why are freaking calls coming through, man? Oh, my Lord. Okay, I said getting a job?
Yeah, so about time you get a job, how long before your first meal?
Well, I know that there are restaurants that throw out food at the end of the day. I'll find me one. McDonald's throws out food all the time. I'll find me a McDonald's. Dunkin' Donuts. I'll go to Dunkin' Donuts. You know what I mean? It is what it is, man. But you're behind.
He know all
no.
Nah, he know all the cheat codes because it's his scenario, bro.
You said
I didn't say I didn't say I was stealing.
No. Wait. You said eventually you would steal though.
If there was nothing left for me to do.
See, you weren't thinking about your family. You just said this is the gangster mindset that you should not grow up with. You know what I mean? This dude.
I knew he was gonna do something like this, guys. Okay, go ahead.
This dude finna jack you. If you look rich at all and his family stuff, he's finna jack you, man.
Tuck your chain, man. Tuck your chain. Hide your Timbs.
So, yeah, that was a bad answer, man. As a Christian, do you think that's good, man?
Hey, man, tuck your chain. Hide your Timbs.
Okay.
Do everything you can, man.
All right.
I'm coming for that. I'm coming for that.
We got to make sure that you guys subscribe, hit that like or dislike button, comment below so he doesn't go broke because he will jack you for your chain if he sees you out there and he's broke. So let's keep this man in a home. Let's keep him off the streets because he's dangerous.
Bro, this is the point of. This is the point of what would you do, guys, for him to find a way to make a narrative. You know,
to put you in a bad position. What would you
he trying to
guys
take.
do?
Yeah. What would you guys do? I mean, pretty much the scenario takes away all your, you know.
Yeah, you gotta beg, man. You gotta beg.
Yeah. So drop in the comments. What would you do in this? Like, excuse me. Drop in the comments. What would you do for this? What would you do segment of the podcast?
What would you do segment?
Yeah. Tell us what would you do, man, in this situation.
Anyway. Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt you.
Oh no, that was it.
That was it, man. Thank you guys for joining the Holy Duo in this podcast. Podcast number 36, down in the books. And remember, we are just two guys having a conversation, talking about stuff. As you see, we talk about crazy stuff sometimes. We give crazy scenarios, you know what I mean? We're pushing each other in the boundaries out here. We don't have any kind of specific agenda, but we do advise for, young men to think in situations, to think about what is good, what is true, where you get these kind of standards from, so your life can be lived in a fully joyous place where hopefully you got a great woman next to you. That'll be nice.
Yeah, hopefully. That'll be great. That'll be sweet.
That'll be sweet, man. So
yeah. If you want to get in contact with us, man, go to our email, holyduo2020@gmail, and you can find us on Instagram, holyduo2020. All social media links down below, so check them out, man.
Yeah. And you guys can check us out on audio exclusive platforms. If you're driving, you just want us in the background, two dukes having a chat, you know what I mean? You can kind of be part of that. Go to audio exclusive platforms like Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts or something like that. We're on a lot of them. So check us out there whenever you're on the road or you can't really watch us. We're everywhere. But again, thank you guys for joining us. It's been great. We'll be back next time with another podcast. Juicy questions, man. Lead us out.
Hey, man, and we're only holy
because he is. And remember, faith don't come expensive.
It's free.
Peace out.
Yep. Yeah.